That should put us live. All right. Good day, everyone. A little later start than intended. Usually I tend to get going at 11, but a little bit of a sleepy day. Nothing wrong with that, though. As long as we get to work. Bit rate is really low for some reason. That's all right. Today, spending some time in Charlian, working on my painting here. My reference up here, and let's get to work. It's so long since I was painting this. Hope I remember how. Let's see. So I was just putting it all on one layer. Try to up some of the contrast in my painting. Kind of keeping some of the values a little shallower. Almost feel like it would be nice to just chill in game while I work on this. Hey, Eos! Welcome in, good to see you. Just doing some serene, peaceful landscape painting. What's up with you, my man? You head off to basic soon, don't you? Or is that in July? I can't remember. Ah, beauty. A GTA heist can't talk. Your dedication to multitasking is impressive. Let's see here. This gray thing there, but that's in behind there. Should go all the way over. Let's see. Probably should have gone through all the steps of announcing to more people that I'm live, but you know, one of these days the notifications should be working with the followers. actually. Let's do a little advertising. I thought he had a self-promote. Did I miss it? There it is. Let's see here. All right. That side looks good. That's just rough guides for that city. Okay, yeah, that's what's going on. All right. So is that just it's just a house square block thing? Trying to put my buildings on their own layer now, so we can work with that. I should do my announcements before the stream starts, but here we are. One of these days I'll do it in the proper order. Weird. Oh, I see what happened. Alright. That's enough advertising. Okay. Back to work. Just won't paint itself. I'm gonna need a mid-ground layer. I want, rather than city, I should just call it mid-ground. That would be a more appropriate name for it, more useful too, rather than just have the buildings on their own. There's so much interspread between them. I really like this piece of music too. Is there a lo-fi Final Fantasy playlist? There has to be. Let's swap it up. Try this out. What have we got? Oh yeah, that's a cool song too. Hyperwork this one area of the painting. Just do a dash. Oh, we'll get over there later. Right now we got this guy to tackle. Oh, that's still in the background, isn't it? That whole thing's on the background. I like with landscapes, oftentimes it feels like you're watching the forest grow in real time. It's kind of a sappy idea, but I really kind of like it. So that's at the top. Why is it not? What's going on here? That was weird. Sorry, what? I'm not terribly chatty today. It's alright though. Getting the art done. Got to cover up some of these little transitionary areas. Because initially I was going to do, I think initially I was planning to do the entire painting on one layer. As you can see for most of it I've done that, but it's going to be better to put the city on its own layer and just paint over top whatever I have in the underneath it. So make my life way easier to do it that way. And art's already hard enough, so why make it harder? that. Oh, I love this one. This is one of my favorite dungeons because of this song. Such a cool musical piece. The Katana Rabble. It's not nearly the darkest. A little bit darker. A little more depth up here on these outcroppings, I think. It's pretty good. Made it look a little too round, though. Square this middle part up a bit. Alright. How tall does this thing go? So, not there, all the way up here. Because the big one needs to go way higher than that. So if I check that, the smattering this figure. Does that compare to my reference? It's close. I wish we could have been higher, I think. But no, it's in line with my measuring here, so we'll keep it there. Gotta expand my background work here, though. know what? I'm just gonna put an extra little layer behind and see if I need anything. Because this whole part should all be covered. So I shouldn't need it. So let's see. So this will go straight up until about just above the cliff. The statue is in the middle. I think I will move it over a little bit. If I put the statue going straight down here, then equidistant should be the edge of this building guy that extends upward to here. Okay. Then inset from that, I have the building, the other set of buildings that he stands on. Well, that the statue stands on. Now, I think it's head on, which makes the perspective really kind of weird. I think those are just rounded pillars. We'll make them rounded pillars. Blocking flat for our structure. I think that might be thick enough. We'll see. Oh, I should have used the symmetry ruler. Let's do that. Where are you? There you are. Oh, there we go. That's what I should have been doing forever ago. That's the ticket. Go. Some symmetry. Do that stuff later. Okay. It's so long since I worked on this piece. I can't remember when the last time it was. But it's really fun. What a cool thing to do. I understand why Bob Ross did so many landscapes. They're fun. As long as you don't rush yourself. So I should have an under platform, which we will have. There's definitely a little bit of perspective coming out here, so yeah, we'll fix that soon. G'day 39 Ace, nice to see you. How you doing this morning? Welcome, welcome. Boone app. Not sure. I don't get the reference. I'm old. Of course, it could just be different language, which would be cool. Let's see. Looks taller than in the ref. So maybe this thing needs to be made it too thin, I think. I need to make it fatter and this part look thicker. It's more squat. It's not as sunken in as even that, I think. Let's make it even chunkier. That should work. Alrighty. That's too much there. The rounded ends of the line tool are kind of annoying, but that's more like it. Excuse me. Oh, it worked. Wasn't sure it would. That's handy. Now, my issue is I don't know how to turn that off. Did I just turn it off? I did not. Oh, this might be it. Off now? It is off, okay. Keep it on for a little bit. So just underneath here, I think I need to make these bigger too. Why can I still see that even if they're supposedly the same color? That doesn't make any sense. Does it extend under? Damn. It's that part, so then we have this part underneath it, which is decorative. And we have a third part underneath that is also decorative. Raise the floor on that one. That's fat enough for that. Nope, a little bit more. Well, that's nice. The heights are wrong though. I think I'm just gonna shorten the whole thing. Yeah, that looks better. All right. Well, folks, we've been at this hour and 20 minutes, and we've gotten some shrubbery and three buildings put in here. This stuff just takes a long time. Right, so now I need to turn that off. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, there we go. I shouldn't have done that yet, though. But I want to move on to a different part of the piece, so that's what we're gonna do. It's coming out from there. These lines are no longer useful, so we'll just get rid of them so they're not in the way. Just cluttering everything up. Ah, you know what? No, I don't need to do that. Better to keep it there just as an example. Going up there, building there, pillar right up here. Hey! Hey there, Val. Sorry, let's see. Val Kawaii. Hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Just escaping some land. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm doing great. I am so relaxed right now. AI viewers, get out of here. Outstanding priest. Get rid of that. No, I'm doing good. I am very relaxed, very happy to be working on this piece again. It's been a little while since I was chipping away at this. It's always nice to return to a Oh! Well, sorry for not remembering. How terribly rude of me. Sorry about that. And thank you. I'm really pleased with how it's been going. It's been 20 years, I think, since I last tried to do a landscape painting. So, yeah, it's been about 20 years since I tried to do a landscape, and I've done some cityscapes in ink, like just line art based, but nothing this ambitious in like forever. So I've been really pleased with how the workflow is working out, and I'm experienced enough with my program now that I'm not fighting it every step of the way, so it's just been a really good vibe to just chip away at it and make things work. May need your help with your manga. Well, hey, I am available for tips, tricks, commissions, anything like that. Art exchanges, good fun. What's your manga about? Because I make a comic myself. Gonna put it up on Webtoon. I think at the end of August is when I'll put it up. Oh, okay. Here, I'll show you one of the pages from from my book. Let's open this one. This is page 9 from Evard's Legacy. It's the pages I'm most proud of, where I finally figured out how to do lighting. And so, away we go. Late 90s coming of age boys life set in Japan with a trans-led narrative. Oh, very nice. Slice of life is always fun. Coming of age boys. Oh, love. Okay. That sounds very nice. It's always good writing from your experience. Well, from like writing about life and exploring life and that. I don't know if it's specifically from your guys' experience at all. So sorry, I meant living slice of life, exploring those things is really good. Anyway, that's what I mean. Slice of life is fun. I spend most of my time in, I guess what would be the opposite of dealing with the real, and I spend a lot of time in fantasy, so. So yeah, I'll show you the cover too. My friend wrote Evard's as a novel, and so I'm doing an adaptation of it into comics. That's my friend Henry McCullough. He wrote the book, and I'm making the pretty pictures and adapting it into a comic. This piece is for my Final Fantasy. Seen the cover for the first volume of the Sonadra? I don't believe I have, no. I'll have to dive down into the server and the on her socials and stuff, but no, I don't. I have not seen it. Oh yeah, please do. Please do. I very much enjoy seeing the wonderful creations everybody's made. It's too light. Just send a friend request in the image. On the Discord? Ah, here we are. Oh, nice. That looks really nice. Like that. Let's show all the people at home. Very nice. Cinema, right? I'm reading that right? Really good title. I like that a lot. It's catchy. Looks really nice. Well done to Sana for that. I've written the first 3 volumes, taking a break. Excellent. That's good. It's always nice to work with like completed scripts. I tried working with some other creators in the past, and they were kind of like writing the script as I was doing the art, and that got so frustrating really fast. Kind of made it really messy, so way better, way easier for your for production to have it that you actually have the writing already there in front of you, which is part of why when I decided to take up trying to make my own comics, I approached Henry to turn his novel into a comic book. That way I wouldn't have to learn both how to make a comic book, like how to draw one and write one. So I was like, it would be way too much all at once. And I was very much right, because it has taken so much to figure out how to just get my art back. Because I've been, I was military for about 20 years, and so just drew casually kind of thing, but nothing serious. So I retired about almost 5 years ago now, and took about that long to get my art back. And to get the new breakthroughs that I'm at, that I can feel that I'm at the level that I can reasonably ask people for money, you know, and try to make all sorts of cool art for everyone. So I'm very glad that I decided to not try to learn how to write a comic at the same time. That would have been terrible. It would not have worked out. So that's where the center point is. I can do that. How big have you, do you know how big each volume is? Like, have you blocked it out in your script, like per page count, or is it like a general narrative that you've done? Over 200 pages total. Yeah, all 3 volumes should be about that, depending on how you're dividing them up. That's great. Like, do you have them stored like in your script? Do you have it like page 1 XYZ happens, page 2 this, that, and the other? Each volume is over 200 pages each, and you're on your 3rd volume. Wow. That is pretty darn good. I've got my, I've got Evard's roughly paneled to about page 86 right now, I think. I have the 1st volume ready to go. I'm planning, well, not ready to go, but planned out. I've redrawn the book about 4 times, so it's not ready to go. Each chapter roughly 50. Right on. Yeah, I'm going for around mid, like 80-ish or so. Let's see, because a standard Western comic book is about 22 to 24 pages, so 4 per book puts you at about 80. You know, either 88 or 90, 90 something. Math ain't mathin' today. So that's where my my plan for my book is going. And this painting here is for Headcanon, which is another comic I'm working on that I really got to get going on. And that's my time in Final Fantasy XIV. So, really want to get that going, because I like the game so much and met lots of really cool people through it. And plus, shamelessly, It's kind of feels like a really decent way to get viewership. You know, you already make something that people already like, so be a way to tapping into that. So get some eyes on my work by making art stuff that's directly relevant to people, right? So a little bit of marketing ploy with headcanon there, but also fun, and also give me a place where I can experiment a little bit more with the art. Unlike with Everard's, where I want a more consistent look. How long did it take you to write all that? I'm sorry if you answered or not, but did you lay out your scripts in by page, like by page and panel? Like, did you block that out for Sauna, or is that aspect of things more open, so to speak? Yeah, it's dark enough. So, and if that building comes down here, then I need this one to come out. So this has to go, well, this has to connect up here. Oh. So if it has to go all the way up here, but not up here, up here. That's that part, so it needs to come at least to here. That's not right. We'll lower it a little bit. To use that dark of lines, even though it is helpful sometimes. This one needs to be a little bit lower. Maybe not that low. Whatever, we're going to use the dark lines just to lay this out. Wait a minute, it has to go up. Because I connected it there, that makes that the bottom. There we go. So this will go here. I think that'll work. So I found it neat having to adapt the novel to planning out the script and what stuff to keep and what stuff not to keep, because the novel is so big, right? So it takes there's a lot to it to get through everything, and it's neat to see how long things take in comic book form versus the written word, just because you have to show so much, whereas with writing you could just be like, you know, the hero and the villain exchanged blows, or, you know, their swords crossed and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, okay, well, what does that look like? So it's been a fun challenge trying to wrap my head around making comics. It looks like you guys are off to a good start with that, with cinema there. Exciting to see that go. How much have you guys finished? Like, how many pages are made? Or did you guys just link up and start relatively recently? Well, of course, you didn't start writing relatively recently with with like several hundred pages of content written already, but. Real nice. Okay. I'll thicken this one up quite a bit. Thicken this up here. Tuck it in here. This in a bit. A little higher. Always like the vibe of this song. Let's see. Oh, we started over. What should we listen to? We'll swap over to another playlist. But keep it nice and relaxed. Filling in nicely, so let's keep that going. Looking over my microphone here. Should have used the symmetry thing again. Oh well. That's fine. Oh, that structure is starting to come in. Of course, mine is there's something wrong with the vertical in my Charlian here. It's much taller and not as fat as in the my reference here. Lots of light here, so I'll quickly plop some of that down just so it can pop. So, architecture is so fun, but also not at the same time. There's just so much to it. And you have to be so precise that the challenge is really enjoyable, but it just takes so long to do. It's an interesting juxtaposition. That seems to be a better spot for it. Where are my guidelines? Move that over as well, so I can keep the guideline there. Just fix that. Alright, we'll take a break from being in the reeds there and expand our big shapes down over here, I think. Back to our midground. Because that's still all the background. Yeah, so what we need is to start defining our midground. These guys move up there. Move from here. And let's see. This big old dome. It's not at the same level as this is. This should actually be a little bit taller, maybe. By taller, I mean higher up. Too big. That's too small. That should do. Okay. Just for the ease of being able to see anything. Alright. So now put this building here in the foreground. I think it should be a little bit wider than I have it. Don't need white. I shouldn't use my highlight color just to block them in, even though they are in the light. Just rain that in. Just blocking my colors on my layers roughly here. See what we've got going on. That's in the background, we'll have to fix that. tree thing, and near it is another dome. We have this big roof coming across. So there's a domed structure here. It's a little higher than that. It's actually not that small. Going there. We have this roof. And down here we have a whole bunch of core parts of the building and some other areas. But we're going to use a darker color just to help make that somewhat visible to us. Then here, we have a tree, so let's roughly put in some tree. Being as spiky as I wanted it to be, it's fine. Let's get a little more showy. I'm gonna go over and do quite a few different layers of this stuff. We plot out our area. So we have a thing here, comes across. Going too far down again. Yeah. I really like making all my stuff too tall. It's really funny. Why am I Mine's back on. Let's just splash some. So I've got this guy here. That's good. Comes down like so. And that's a whole other building there. The face, we want this darker. To again, doesn't single it out just for the sake of our visuals. That's roughly where I want it. So from here, we have more. This big old structure here. That down like so. Green goes all the way over here. There's a whole bunch right here. Bunch of green here. Gray, because we got the bridge. So background. And behind the bridge is going to be that color. Darker, I think. Red too. That colored in. Get all that stuff down. Let's see. It's solidifying. The statue is just that, so. Need to redraw that foot. Learned a thing or two about feet since I last drew that. Which is fine. It's part of the fun. Seeing where you've progressed. Continuing to surpass and move beyond it. When I'm near the end of a stream, I always like to find something that really kind of pops. Get a bunch done all at once there to make sure it has an impact when it becomes, you know, a VOD or something like that. Easier to advertise the next stream once you have some more Something nice and showy. Which is why I'm on the statue right now rather than just measuring buildings. Of course, the buildings are very important. But we want eyes on how neat the project looks. I think for that, figure work is always good. I think that really engages people a lot. We'll figure that out later. All right, well, that was definitely some progress. We're gonna save it there, and we're gonna call it there. Not too shabby. Cool. Well, thank you everyone for popping by my humble little corner of the internet. It was nice chatting with the guests. Val, it was nice to see you in the stream. Eos, as always, thanks for hanging out. Hope your heist went well, and that was really relaxing, really nice. I certainly enjoyed it, and that was a fair bit of progress made on our little painting. So let's see, let's do it before and after, shall we? So there's before. That's where we started. That's where we ended. Look at that. I'm pretty pleased with that. Beauty. All right. Until next time, everyone.